everyone, and welcome again to ET for EVs. I'm Ido, and today we're going to talk about the car that I got, why I got it, why I got the specific trim, and a little bit maybe about the process itself. I might touch that towards the end, how I leased the car, and we'll see. As you can see now in New Jersey, it's roughly 30 degrees or -1 more or less. Got some snow around us. So try to do this probably not too much of an outdoor shooting. So this is the car. It is a 2022 Nissan Leaf. It is the SV trim. Now Nissan itself is a Japanese manufacturer, and pretty much bringing out reliable cars, simple cars, nothing too fancy. I did have a Rogue Sport previously, so I did have a very good experience with that car, with its I would say not durability necessarily, but reliability, and the service and the whole lease process was very good. So I said, you know what, let's try that again. In terms of the Nissan Leaf itself, the Leaf is a full EV plug-in. It's not a hybrid, and the Nissan Leaf has a long history of on the road. It's been out there since 2010. This is the second generation. First generation run up until 2017, and since then they moved to this design, which is a bit, I would say, more regular in a way. It doesn't look like that maybe frog-ish design. This is how the previous one looked like. So this car, total, the Leaf has been sold worldwide more than 500,000 units, and here in the United States just over 150,000. So it has a good track record, and this is not a first run for an EV for a manufacturer. Okay, because there are a lot of cars out there, a lot of manufacturers are starting to create or manufacture these first of full EVs. We saw that with Mustang E, Mach-E by Ford, and some other cars that are starting to emerge now. Volkswagen has a few good options, but eventually I went with this one, and specifically with the SV trim. Let's talk about the trim levels. So the Nissan Leaf comes in, I would say, 5 different trim levels, but 2 major groups. There is the regular range or standard range, which is roughly 150 miles. It's a 40 kilowatt battery. Then there is the extended range, which is the they call it the Plus model, and that goes up to 230 miles roughly. Now I decided to go with the regular range or the standard range because it's roughly half the price. Okay, I got this eventually on a pretty good lease deal, and just over $120 a month for 18 months. And if I wanted to go with the extended range, that would be more than double, looking towards the 280-ish range per month dollar figure. Now, when I thought, what will I need to do? Why would I want this extended range? As you noticed, it's not that much of a difference. Not like something I can go 400 miles. It's just an extra 70 miles for double the money. I decided I don't really need that. It's just that I want to go from here to work, some groceries, or drive somewhere on the weekend. Other than this specific I would say drive that I took from the dealership, that was around 60 miles. No other drive that I usually do is over, I think, 30 miles if I go, ride somewhere. So I didn't see any need to pay double for only this extra 70 miles. So that was the reason why I went with the standard range. Okay. So after we talked about the ranges, like I said, there are 2 different groups. The trim levels themselves, or the trim levels, they have 3 different levels. They have the S, the SV, and the SL. Now, Nissan has a very good video explaining exactly the breakdown of these different trim levels. I will attach that, add it to the description itself down below, so you could go over that. I think it's like 5 or 6 minute video, and really helped me to understand exactly what I'm getting for each of the trim levels. I decided to go with the SV, which has a lot of important items, like the adaptive cruise control, which the S did not have. It also has the alloy wheels, 17 inches, which I find them attractive and I wanted to have them. And most importantly, as you can see, it's rather cold here in New Jersey. It has the heated steering wheel and the heated front seats, which I said that's the minimum for me. Though after I came out of the BMW, I pretty much learned that that's, especially since the car usually is parking outside, I want it to be warm and cozy when I come into the car in the morning. The SL trim, it has also leather seats, and it also has some extended or additional safety features in terms of some kind of more advanced lane control, etc., which I didn't find necessary. And again, in terms of pricing, the SL Plus is almost 2.5 times more than this one that I got. This one was again like $120 per month. The SL Plus was around $320. And the only maybe reason why you want to go with the SL, which only comes with the SL Plus, okay, so it's also the extended range, is it has 2 different interior colors. Again, Nissan has a very nice description of that. So it has a brighter with a white type of interior, so it gives you a maybe more luxurious feeling inside, or a bit more uplifting, I would say, instead of just the dark everything inside. So here's the car, and I'll probably do a separate video for the some more details on the ride experience, etc. Still temporary plates. Has a very nice storage, and seats can fold back. It's very useful. And to charge it, just pop up this front hood, or in here, here are the 2 plugs. This is standard one. You can charge at home, and also show you a picture of how I charged it. This is the quicker charging port you can use in public places, or if you install one at your place at home. Very smooth, has a light, so at the dark you can plug it in. It's not an issue when it's dark outside. And a quick view on the inside. Pretty standard car. No special effects here. No big screens. Not very super sophisticated. Just your common daily driver, I would say. You can start it up. Got your startup screen. Got the regular or nice lease, touch screen. I think it's 8 inches. Has an Android Auto. Also Apple CarPlay if you have an Apple. And that's it. It's ready to rock. Okay, towards the end of the video, trying to conclude this. There are a lot of trains around, or planes and geese, so that's the probably disadvantage of filming it outside. But in any case, like I said, this car was leased not at the standard way through a dealership, that you go in, start haggling the deal, and you get salespeople running around you and giving you a headache. I leased through the lease hacker forum, with the help of Mike Aronchik, that was the lease broker for me, and so he did a good job there. And I'll put links in the description for his site and his deals. and the car. And so if you will think that this is a topic that you would like to learn more about, or you want me to maybe do a short episode about, let me know in the comments below, and I'll get to that also. And so probably next video will be to just talk about my experience, how I like it, don't like it, is it, you know, doing what it's supposed to do for me. So thanks a lot for joining, and I hope you enjoy this. Put any question in the comments below, and have a good one.